Hello guys, my name is Mordred and we're back with a series I kinda was not doing in the previous few months, but now we are back with the top 10 rated replay review, and right now we have currently the best Punk player in rated RBT, which currently has over 1800 rating. And this game was from few days ago. As we can see, he's on Finsmith Punk and he's going second. His opponent, I'm not sure who he is, but apparently also a very high rated player, since this is a rated replay. Let's start, let's see what both players are doing, and we see Lorely Load activated first action. We can also see that RBT has only Ghost Ogre here, so he will have to already beat the Drill Beam. Making Link 1, so it's Blue Eyes, it's not Primate Control. Blue Eyes Link adding the field spell, and if there is access to... There is no access to Blue Eyes engine here, which is pretty interesting, because now with the new hits to the Blue Eyes deck that will be in effect in a few weeks, or in like, I think in like a week and a half. Now it will be more likely that there is that the Blue Eyes player does not see both engines, which are Primate and Blue Eyes. Right now we can see that now this will make seals. Making seals and passing turn here with 5 cards in hand. And Drill Beam set here, which is probably already live since we made seals. And we use Finsmith Tract here to add Lacrima and Damplore, so we're RBT is kicking this off with Finsmith play rather than Punk play, and gets the roll here, which is pretty rough on this Punk strategy. Because Punk does like to add, but I think that this hand is in particular can play through this, because this one's special summon the deck. Like if he has something like Ziamin, that would be bad. Special summoning Engraver here. Engraver equipping Requiem to itself, and we are going to bounce back Finsmith Engraver. I mean, if we did not do this, we could have waited for Engraver to already use its effect, but now we know we have Tract, we know those 2 cards, and we know that this will make Finsmith Lacrima. And let's see if we decide to even go Desiree. We can dump another Engraver here, and yeah, we are not apparently on Chaos Angel, but we will make the SP a little light here, instead of Sequence, to try and go for Desiree and try to counter this Drill Beam. Instead we will try to banish the Drill Beam and force it out that way, so we can open the way for the Punk cards. And now since we got rolled, we are also less likely, or right now if they have Dominus Purge for example, it will have much less impact since we cannot add anyways, so these cards that special summon from the deck are more vulnerable to Ash here. But SP Little Knight will go ahead and probably banish something. Yeah, targeting Drill Beam, try to deal with it. We are obviously gonna chain it because it is live, and we now know at least 1 card in hand, which makes this maybe a little bit easier to break. We use the Finsmith engine to break through the to bait like actually a lot of disruption, because like 1 Tract, we started with Tract, and this is why like Lacrima release was so huge for the Master Duel. Because right now, okay, I'm gonna make the music a little bit lower. This is because now you can, like for example, we used 1 Tract, we put up enough bodies to bait both Drill Beam and Seal back, but we know that in the end phase we could add this Burial directly from the graveyard if it doesn't get banished, because we are under draw with the Magnamut, so we have a guaranteed follow-up anyways, even if they get rid of Blue Eyes. So Finsmith engine baiting 2 disruption, and also like getting draw out of the way. I guess that is the only downside. But we are going to special summon Ukio, and we are going to summon the new card that got released. We got Punk support in Master Duel, and this card says that you can banish other Punk from hand or graveyard to special summon that card from the hand, so basically it's free extender. And if it's special summoned, you can pay 600 life to add to your hand or special summon any Punk monster from your deck or graveyard except a level 8 monster. So this can get any of your small cards like Ukio, like the Wagon, the Madame Spider, which some play, or Z, I mean more like most importantly probably, but not in this case because we are under draw. And when opponent controls a monster with 2500 points or more attack, and it activates the effect, you can like basically book it. So like that's pretty neat bonus, and like maybe allows this deck to play more through through Maxi, or like to at least set up something, even though not as reliable through Maxi. But we can see it now getting special summon, getting our Deer Note on the field already. Let's see, there is no Ash for Carp. So now we will be able to link both of them off into Masquerena. We will not be able to add anything. This can now revive the level 8, so we can basically make the Synchro 11, and that is the Amazing Dragon, which is going to be able to special summon the Carp, which is going to give us Gem Fever, which is another new card. And this card allows us to overlay this over any P.U.N.K fusion or synchro monster that we control, which will usually be either Carp or the Synchro 8. Also, you can pay 600 life points in this particular situation, irrelevant because we're under draw, to detach one material and draw one card, which is why P.U.N.K usually prefers to make this card with 2 materials instead of 1. And also, when another monster effect is activated and you have a level 3 psychic monster in the graveyard, you can detach material from this card and negate the activation. If you do, destroy that monster. So it's basically a negate. It's like a sort of, not really, but sort of Phantom of Yubel of this deck. Yeah, now we can go ahead and revive Finsmith Engraver, and we see this is pretty clever from RBT because he never made Finsmith Sequentia, but apparently we want to keep our Paradise setup if we play it, because we also get the SP back. We'll go ahead and SP away the Amazing Dragon and Magnamut on the activation of Burial. Obviously, like, IP targets here not crazy, because if you make Appaloosa, there will probably be Drill Beam in our future, which will like basically just out Appaloosa for free. But now we'll link all of them off for format Apo instead, which is pretty interesting. We normal summoned and we never activated, but now we are kinda weak into Typhon, which our opponent plays, and this is pretty clever. We invested all of materials into the Appaloosa, which will now just be bounced because it's 32. It will now just be bounced to the extra deck, but we'll get the Amazing Dragon back. Opponent will get Magnamut back, and we now have our Finsmith follow-up. Now, because of Lacrima being able to put so many Life Pin bodies in the graveyard, it's way easier to keep the follow-up. We are going to discard the Ogre Dance, no second roll here for Xiamin. Xiamin will be able to summon itself, but get Effect Veiled here, which we cannot really prevent. We still can go into sequence here. I missed why we didn't do so last turn. Maybe we don't play Desiree, but that doesn't make sense. Now summoning Finsmith sequence, and now boosting the Amazing Dragon. We will make Finsmith Lacrima, which will lower the attack of the Typhon, making it easier to beat over. We'll be able to revive Engraver here under sequence. We can equip, we can remove the body, and then we can just simply go battle phase. I'm not sure that this is game yet. I think there will be more turns here to be played. Yeah, now activating True Light, which is pretty unfortunate draw here. For the Blue Eyes player, we will be able to make Caesar. And now revive to make maybe second Gem Fever. We did this to play around Nibiru, maybe bait it out. Now adding the field spell, which will be... now we are making Pep, which is also pretty interesting. We can banish the Blue Eyes, banish the sequence, banish the True Light instead. And right now we will be able to draw. However, the opponent can beat over Caesar, and we still do have a lower life. So the Psychic Hand Punisher will be more and more annoying to deal with for Blue Eyes. We did draw Maiden. We are going to Maxi immediately. Normal summon Burial set the Lordly Load. We did not even see the Drill Beam reset last turn, which is pretty interesting here from the opponent, because I think it is... No, it's not in the graveyard. What happened to Drill Beam? Oh, Drill Beam got SP'd. My bad. That's why there is no Drill Beam. We will burn opponent, even though... Yeah, the Psychic Hand Punisher is now 51. Opponent gave us a draw for the Blue Eye Spirit Dragon. This card now will be able to revive a Punk monster every turn, and we already used the new card 3 turns in a row, giving us real grind here. I think with, especially like after the balance, as I said already, this will become way, like, this scenario will become way more prevalent, than the than before the ban list, because like actually not having 3 maidens does hurt this deck a lot. However, Punk, I have seen RBT's list. I will not share it, but RBT's Punk list actually doesn't run even that many non-engine, which you know, which makes it even more impressive that he did in the end beat this. We do play, however, the Joruri, the Nishivari Surprise, I guess, which is basically a pop. Psychic and Punisher will be able here to pay more life in order to gain more attack points during the battle phase. I think at this point we have already enough damage to basically just OTK with Psychic and Punisher, and that's gonna be it. RBT takes the win with Punk in an interesting grind game. I think showcasing the deck pretty well. As I said, I personally think that like deck like Punk is currently not very well positioned in the meta, but it can still do cool stuff like this. Finsmith getting Lacrima also enables this deck to expand their end board. Also, like the Gem Fever, the XYZ monster, is pretty cool. And yeah, that's gonna be it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I will be trying to do more of this in the future. If you like the video, make sure to leave a like, comment and subscribe on the channel. Until then, I will see you all on my live streams, which are every day on twitch.tv/mordredygo, where we seriously grind rated. And yeah, thank you. 07, goodbye guys. See ya.